Where do you keep your crypto? If you said on an exchange, then that, my friend, is the wrong answer. No matter how much you think you can trust an exchange, you can never be 100% sure that your funds will always be accessible. But what happens if you like the convenience of using an exchange mobile app and enjoy spending your crypto out and about? Well, there are a number of really safe and secure non-custodial mobile wallets. Wallets that are not only easy to use and highly functional, but also 100% free. So, in my video today, I'm going to take you through my top mobile wallet picks and show you exactly how to secure your crypto on them. Stay tuned and don't go anywhere. Before we can dive into the numerous different mobile wallets out there, you have to understand the concept of self-custody. This is something that I talked about in much greater detail in a video that I have linked to in the top right over here. Now, the TLDR with self-custody is that it means you control the private keys to your crypto. They are stored locally on your device, be that a computer, phone, or hardware wallet. That means that you are the only person who has the ability to sign transactions from your wallet. This is unlike custodial services like exchanges, etc., where you have to file a request for a withdrawal. On these exchanges, your crypto balance is nothing but an IOU, and you have to trust that the exchange will indeed honor your withdrawal request. That's why it's really important when you're looking into any crypto apps that you make sure you're downloading a non-custodial wallet where you hold your keys. Quite the contrary to exchange wallets where they custody said keys and you have to hope that they'll let you withdraw when you want to. So that is very, very important to understand, not just for the safety of your own crypto, but because it's also a fundamental tenet of cryptocurrency in general. Satoshi did not invent Bitcoin, so we could ask others to look after it on our behalf. So, with that out of the way, let's jump in with my first mobile wallet pick. And that is Trust Wallet. So, first, a bit of background. Trust Wallet was established back in 2017 and was originally based out of Mountain View, California. However, the wallet only really rose to prominence back in 2018 when it was announced that Binance would be acquiring it. At the time, Binance's CZ said that Trust Wallet was a, quote, diamond in the dirt, with a team that had, quote, strong technical skills. What was most important from this purchase, however, was that Trust Wallet would remain independent of Binance. And this is something that they've managed to do over the past 4 years. This has seen the wallet rack up a total of 25 million users. Pretty impressive stuff. Okay, so that's a bit of the background, but why is Trust Wallet one of my top picks? Well, let's start with perhaps the most important consideration: security. To my knowledge, there have been no hacks or exploits of Trust Wallet. Now, that could possibly come down to the fact that the wallet's code is completely open source. But why is that important? Well, it means that the code can be fully vetted by the open source community. If there was ever any doubt around the security of the code, any issues would quickly be sniffed out by the white hat pen testers. So that's security. The next most important thing is, of course, asset support. If it doesn't support the coins and tokens that you want to use, well then, it's no dice. So, Trust Wallet has the widest range of coin and token support there is. Of course, it supports Ethereum assets, which then encompasses all ERC20 tokens, but it also supports Bitcoin, XRP, Solana, Bitcoin Cash, Cardano, the list goes on. In fact, Trust Wallet supports upwards of 4.5 million assets, so whatever coin or token you're looking to hodl, chances are it has you covered. Beyond the fungible asset support, you can also store your NFTs on the wallet. These include NFTs that conform to the ERC-721 and ERC-1155 Ethereum token standards, and the BEP-721 and BEP-1155 on the Binance chain. Unfortunately, though, there isn't support for NFTs on other networks like Solana, but there are other wallets for that, of course. Now, because this is a Web3 non-custodial wallet, it means that you can swap tokens using the built-in decentralized exchange. And another really neat benefit of the Trust Wallet is its Web3 integrations. Essentially, you can use it to connect with the Ethereum or Binance chain networks and engage in non-custodial DeFi. I'm talking about things like lending, borrowing, and DEX trading. Now, this is great because you can effectively trade crypto or earn yield on it without having to use any centralized service. This is done through the Browser tab over here in the app. If you're going to be connecting to Uniswap or Aave, for example, then you'll put the URL in here and the app will connect to it. So, that's the DEX feature. However, Trust Wallet also has fiat payment options should you want to buy crypto with a card. They've integrated several different card payment processors like MoonPay, Simplex, Ramp, etc., etc. They also show you the cheapest processor at that point in time. Although, I must admit, because you're using the traditional financial system, the fees are likely to be pretty high, so do keep that in mind. Moving on though, something else I really like about the app is its ease of use and functionality. It's super intuitive and it really is one of those apps that can be used by newbies. The Trust Wallet is available on both the Apple iTunes Store as well as the Google Play Store. And when you glance over the reviews in these stores, you can see that the app has got a lot of love from the rest of the crypto community. I'll also note that they have released a browser version of the wallet, although I prefer more established wallets like MetaMask, etc., at least for now. Okay, so that's Trust Wallet. Now let's move on to my next favorite mobile wallet, and that is Exodus. For those of you who watched my video on crypto self-custody, you'll have heard me mention Exodus Wallet before, and its mobile wallet is very user-friendly. And like the desktop wallet, I really rate the user interface, easy on the eye. The homepage has a number of features such as being able to select your favorites, market data such as the top movers, and some of the most recent headlines too. You can also customize this dashboard down here if you prefer different features. Now, Exodus Wallet is actually quite an OG in the space, having been around since 2015, so it certainly has staying power. I'll also note that Exodus is actually a public company that has offered securitized shares in an STO. That then begs the question of how exactly a free wallet makes money. Well, that's something I'll touch on in a bit. Now, of course, the most important consideration here is it safe? Well, yes, to my knowledge, there have been no hacks or exploits of any Exodus wallets. The only issues that I know of have been when a user downloads a malicious app or program from a phishing site. And the only way that you can get around this is to make sure that you are on the official site. Now, unlike the Trust Wallet though, the Exodus Wallet's code is not fully open source. Only particular components are, and Exodus claims that it does this because fully opening the code would make it easier for hackers to copy and create phishing versions. Well, there are grains of truth here, but it still doesn't trump the benefit of having the crypto community separately vet the robustness of the code. That aside, Exodus does have some pretty extensive coin support, over 260 different assets. I'll leave a link to their asset support page in the description for you folks. You can also send over NFTs, and these can be viewed within the app as well. Exodus actually supports NFTs on a number of different networks, including Algorand, Avalanche, BNB, Phantom, Solana, etc. Now, like the Trust Wallet, the Exodus Wallet also has the feature to swap cryptocurrency right there in the app. This is provided as a combination of both decentralized exchanges, DEXs, and centralized exchanges, CEXs. For the DEX aggregator, they source liquidity from several different providers, which means you can get the best rate and market conditions for that token at that time. When it comes to the cross-chain swaps, i.e. Bitcoin to Ethereum, then Exodus will connect you to the API of some non-custodial exchange provider. This is actually where Exodus makes their money. They charge a spread on the transactions that are going through both the cross-chain DEX or the fiat conversion tools. This is how they offer an otherwise free product and, well, fair enough in my book. Now, if you wanted to buy crypto with fiat, then that option is also available. Like Trust Wallet, Exodus has integrated with a number of third-party payment processors. You can use bank transfer, card, or Apple Pay. The limits on these are 10K, 5K, and 5K respectively. Now, of course, I would watch out for some of those fees, especially for the latter two. In terms of Web3 support, meanwhile, you can easily connect your wallet to a dApp using Web3 Connect. However, unlike with Trust Wallet, you can't use these dApps within the app yourself. You'll either have to open a mobile browser or do all your DeFi shenanigans on a web browser. Something that Exodus does have that Trust doesn't, however, is the ability to connect to the Lightning Network. So that could be a great option for anyone wanting to send and receive Bitcoin quickly without the network fees. In terms of device support, the Exodus app is available on iOS and Android. Reviews seem to be generally positive, with an overall rating just slightly below that of Trust Wallet. One thing you should also note is that the Exodus mobile wallet can be used in conjunction with the desktop wallet. That means that you can keep all your assets in one place, but access them from more than one device. Syncing the wallets up is easy and is done much the same way as Wallet Connect with the dApps. And something else I find quite interesting about Exodus that's not explicitly offered by Trust Wallet is 24/7 support, not something one expects for a free wallet. However, when I tried to test it out with some technical questions, they didn't respond within a reasonable time frame. So, that's the Exodus wallet. Time to move on to pick number 3. And that's the Coinbase wallet. Now, I must stress again that this is their non-custodial wallet and not their mobile exchange app. The latter is one which allows you to access your exchange account from your phone. But if you're a Coinbase user, there is the added benefit of being able to connect your exchange account to the wallet. So first, let's start with the most important consideration, and that is, of course, security. Now, to my knowledge, there have been no hacks or exploits of the Coinbase wallet, so tick that box. However, like Exodus, this wallet is not open source, so you can't view the code for yourself. So for the hardcore cypherpunks out there, well, that could be a downside. When it comes to asset support, Coinbase Wallet supports all EVM-compatible networks. These include the likes of Arbitrum, Avalanche's C-Chain, BNB Chain, Optimism, and Phantom. The non-EVM coins that it supports are Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and Litecoin. So not the most extensive list, if I'm honest. And this list was actually further reduced just last week when Coinbase Wallet decided to withdraw support for Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum Classic, Stellar Lumens, and XRP. Coinbase claimed this was because of, quote, low usage, but I don't know if that really justifies delisting. I mean, how much can it really cost to maintain wallet support? Anyways, so that's a downside, crypto coin support. The same goes for NFTs, unfortunately. Although you can view all your NFTs within the app, they currently only support the Ethereum network. So if you minted your NFTs on any other network, you won't be able to view them in the wallet. And there's another problem with this, and that's that you can't send the NFTs out if you're using iOS. That's thanks to a pretty crazy new policy by Apple that claimed that gas fees need to be paid for in-app purchases. It's almost as if the world's most valuable company doesn't know how blockchains work. Now, of course, that is nothing to do with Coinbase Wallet and everything to do with Apple. Anyway, that aside, Coinbase Wallet does have some pretty advanced Web3 functionality. For example, it has a browser feature within the app, which means that you can connect and use dApps right there in the mobile wallet, which is great. Of course, like the Exodus, you can also scan the wallet QR code and select the Coinbase Wallet when using a browser, so you have that option too. There's also the inbuilt DEX option over here, where you can swap coins or tokens on-chain with a DEX. The app will scan a number of DEX providers and attempt to find you the best price. However, something that I'm not too happy with is the fact that Coinbase takes a fee for this, 1% on all swaps. I must say I think this is a little bit cheeky, if I'm honest. Yes, Exodus charges swap spreads as well, but that's because their primary business is as a wallet. Coinbase legitimately makes millions in trading fees every day. But hey, it's a bear market, needs must, I suppose. Thankfully, though, they don't charge fees when it comes to bridging your crypto over from one blockchain to the next. So, for example, if you wanted to move it from Ethereum to Polygon, you can do it right here in the app. If you have a friend who also uses the Coinbase wallet, then an additional feature that you may find useful is that it allows you to send crypto via usernames. This means you don't have to write down or store their long-form crypto wallet addresses for each chain, a handy little time saver. Just make sure that you spell that username correctly. And yet another useful feature of the app is this Explore tab over here. It gives you an overview of some of the top performing coins, trending NFT collections, trending tokens, and a special one for all the NFT fans, upcoming drops. Pretty neat. The app is available in the iTunes Store and on Google Play. It has good ratings in the former, but slightly less favorable in the latter. On to my next wallet, though, and that is Coinomi. Now, this is another wallet that's been around for a decent period of time, having been launched all the way back in 2014. And it still seems to be going strong, although I must admit that the UI is quite dated compared with some of the previous wallets I've mentioned so far. That aside, something that I really do like about the Coinomi wallet is its asset support. Over 1,100 supported crypto assets on a number of different chains. You can head on over to the assets page over here to see just how many coins and tokens you can send to the wallet. There's also the option to send NFTs, although much like Coinbase, etc., this is only Ethereum-based NFTs. From a security standpoint, meanwhile, the only exploit that I've heard about was poor handling of seed phrases back in 2019. The TLDR is that when a user was setting up a previous wallet, their seed was accidentally sent to Google APIs, and this allowed someone to access the wallet. That was the only incident I can find in Coinomi's 8-year history. Moving on though, Coinomi has most of the same features that we've seen with the previous wallets. For example, there are options to buy crypto with fiat using Simplex with a card. High fees, but convenient. There's also a non-custodial cross-chain exchange, which allows you to swap coins on different chains. You also have a DEX feature, although unlike those of some of the other wallets that I've mentioned. This isn't native to Coinomi, but it will connect you to the Paraswap aggregator. Paraswap will show you all of the available DEXs that are out there where you can swap your ETH tokens. In terms of DeFi functionality within the app, you do have the ability to launch dApps. However, I've always found the experience incredibly clunky, and hence the reason I don't use it personally. The connection just isn't as smooth. As an alternative, you can always open the dApps on a browser and connect to them with Wallet Connect. Now, something that's unique to Coinomi is the ability to buy gift cards with crypto in the app. These include things like delivery apps, grocery stores, cinemas, toy stores, coffee shops, the list goes on. The benefit of this is that you can use crypto to buy items from merchants who wouldn't otherwise use it. In terms of in-app support, they say that they have live chat support. However, when I tested it most recently, my query was still waiting several days later. Coinomi's mobile app is available in both the iTunes Store and the Google Play Store, and the ratings are fairly positive. Like Exodus, you also have a desktop wallet that you can connect to via your phone. So, that's the Coinomi wallet, an OG in the space that is a bit dated but still does what it says on the tin. Now, so far I've been telling you about all of my top picks for the best free mobile wallets. However, if you really want the gold standard in crypto security while still being able to use a mobile device, then a Ledger Nano X is your best bet. Yes, this is technically a hardware wallet, but it has Bluetooth functionality which allows you to connect to your phone. Now, for those of you who are hearing about hardware wallets for the first time, here is the TLDR. Hardware wallets are small devices specifically built for the purposes of storing private keys and signing transactions. They are simplified from a functionality point of view specifically to avoid the potential for external hacks. Quite simply, dumb, single-purpose devices. Now, unlike all of the mobile devices I've mentioned before, private keys are not stored on the phone, but are instead stored on the hardware device in a cold environment. What this effectively means is that even if someone were to steal your phone, or a hacker were to install malware, they wouldn't be able to access your crypto. That is, not unless they had the hardware device itself and forced you to enter your PIN code. I talked about this in much more detail in my self-custody video, which is again in the description for you folks. Now, when it comes to the Ledger device, this is perhaps one of the most well-known hardware wallets on the market. The company itself is based in France and was founded back in 2015. Last year, in its June fundraising round, it was able to raise at a $1.5 billion valuation. Pretty crazy. Self-custody is big business these days, and, well, rightly so. Anywho, they have two devices on the market, and these are the Ledger Nano S Plus and the Nano X. However, if you want a mobile-friendly one, then that's the Nano X. If you wanted to use the device with your phone, then you would need to download the Ledger Live mobile app. This will then connect you to your Nano X via Bluetooth. The device itself has an 8-hour battery, which allows you to use it while out and about. When it comes to the features and functionality of the Ledger Nano X and Ledger Live, they're pretty extensive. You can store over 5,500 coins and tokens, and it's compatible with over 50 other wallets. You can also store NFTs and access DeFi dApps. The Ledger Live app is available on both iOS and Android, and the ratings in both stores are the highest of all the wallets mentioned so far. Moreover, if you want to use the desktop or Mac version of Ledger Live, you also have that option, and they are a lot more user-friendly. Now, of course, the added benefit that comes from the security of a Ledger Nano X does come at a slight cost, around $149. Is that worth it? Well, it really depends on how much crypto you hold and how much you think that crypto is worth. I personally have a number of hardware wallets because I appreciate the added security that comes with these devices. If you want to pick up the Ledger Nano X, then you can use my link down below. We earn a small commission on this as well, so it helps the channel. Of course, you can also buy it by going directly to ledger.com. Just make sure that you're buying it from Ledger and not from a third-party seller on Amazon, eBay, etc. Anyways, if you're looking for the best security for your coins and tokens while on the go, a Ledger Nano X is one for the pros. Well guys, that's it for my list of the top wallets to use on the go, although I do have a few more crypto security tips for you. First and most importantly, all of these wallets come with seed backups. It is absolutely crucial that you keep these in a safe place and be sure to make backups of the backups. Write them on a piece of paper and don't, whatever you do, store them on your phone or in any digital form whatsoever. If you want the best that money can buy for seed storage, then you may want to consider some steel seed cards. The Coin Bureau stocks these in our merch store, which again I will leave a link to below. Then, when it comes to using a mobile device, I wouldn't keep large amounts on any mobile wallet, even the Ledger Nano X. That's because when you're walking around with large amounts of crypto on your person, so to speak, it absolutely begs for someone to extort it from you under physical threat. It's really important that you keep it on the down low, that you hold crypto on your phone or in your hardware device, wherever. No one needs to know what you're hodling, so be discreet. When it comes to the wallets that I've covered today, know that it's not an exclusive list. There are also a number of other mobile wallets out there, and I do encourage you to do your own research. Just because I like a particular wallet doesn't mean that you will. But if you are going to be exploring other wallet options, be 100% sure that it's non-custodial and that you have full control of your keys. This is, after all, the primary reason why you would want to use crypto in the first place, to be the master of your own financial freedom. The moment that you delegate those private keys to someone else, you could lose your stake in that freedom. And that's it for my video today, folks, but I'm keen to get some of your thoughts now. So, what do you think of my picks? Are there any other wallets that you would suggest? I'd love to know in the comments below. Also, while you're down there, you have to check out my deals page. This has links to some of the best promos and discounts in the crypto space, exclusively for the viewers of this channel, and that is you. So, be sure to check it out. Also, like and subscribe on your way out. Go on, you know you want to. Anyway, until next time, folks, this is Guy, over and out.